comments and people saying you brighten my day, or it feels so good to laugh, or and I'm happy. You know, I was a bit concerned doing that on LinkedIn because it's more professional.
Yeah.
But I think people need that. You know, you have so many bad news and a lot of people. We are lucky nobody's affected in our family, but we have so many people that are affected by, you know, people being sick or who maybe, you know, died also.
Yeah.
So that, you know, having some joy and me making fun of myself in front of everybody. Well, you know, it doesn't mean that you cannot be professional in the work you do. I mean, I don't want to take myself seriously as well.
And I will link the video in the comments section. It is hilarious, and you wear that costume really, really well.
Thanks.
You should wear it more often.
And I think it's a nice part, you know, because once in a while we need to have meetings with other professionals, and so everybody, you know, is in front of a Zoom or whatever system they use. And you see them in their kitchen, living room, wherever they can have a bit of
they are more casual.
Yeah.
And I think it makes the relationship more real. And I like that part. Well, our business is already really human oriented. You know, we are here to help people, and most of the time we help them much more than what we are supposed to do, that, you know, just a work permit or just look for a house, because it's not just that, there is all the emotion that goes around. So I think we wouldn't be doing that type of business if we were not in phase with people.
But it was nice. We had a call last week with one of the HR, and you know, it was a casual talk, and it was not only about business. So I thought the communication was better. It was deeper. It was nice.
There's no pretending.
And I'm not sure if we had a face-to-face meeting in their office, that it would have been the same. I'm pretty sure not, because it would have been more formal.
But I think now, you know, maybe people will put all those barriers down. You know, why do we need to be that formal for everything?
Yeah.
You know, as long as there is respect, you know, I think sometimes people confuse formal being respectful.
Yeah.
It's something separate.
Yeah.
You can be very respectful and being casual and friendly, and, you know, and maybe this is more trustful, actually. You know,
I think it has to do with we play roles, and when we're in the office or when we wear our business hats, we play a role, and now that we're in our homes, we're kind of like, well, this is just me. I have this job, but it's just me, and let's talk as people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's nice. And I remember when I keep referring to this event at Silver Square that we had a couple of weeks ago. It was the last public event I went to, and you and I were joking, and you said, you know, probably in 9 months from now there will be a lot of babies, and now we hear people have to work it out 24/7. They have to stay indoors. With many families, it has tragic consequences. Domestic violence is on the rise. But I think also that this is a time when many couples reflect on their relationships, and maybe some are even ready to think about a divorce or think about seeking for a couples therapist because issues arise that normally wouldn't have arisen. You seem happy. You seem content. What is your recipe?
You know, it doesn't come just from the lockdown. It's something that we put in place since the beginning. You know, you don't just wake up one day and say, okay, from now on I will do like this, and that. Something you build, you know,
and I think that
along the way.
And I think that a lot of people that will divorce after the lockdown, which I'm pretty sure the number will increase, it's most of them already had difficulties in their couple.
Yeah.
And the fact that, you know, they were each one going to work or, you know, doing things separately,
it would hide the problem.
Would hide the
Yeah.
problem. And,
Yeah.
you know, being back together and not being able to communicate, I mean, is just increasing the problem.
Yeah. So take us back a little bit to the beginning of Sandrine and Stéphane's love story.
$30 years ago.
Yeah, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
A little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you meet?
So we met in a business call in London. So we were in the same year doing the same business call. It was quite international. So of course you tend to stick a bit with the people that speak the same language at the beginning. So we were a group of French-speaking people, and you had those two girls, one Lebanese and one French girl, and they were living, you know, on the campus. So we were spending a lot of time talking and joking in their rooms, and it's how it all started.
So Sandrine, what's your version of the story?
Same. You know? But then suddenly it happens at the beginning. You don't really know if it's serious or not.
Yeah.
But quite quickly, I felt it was serious.
What was that feeling? What?
Oh, it's just, you know.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I just like being with Stéphane. I think he's a very warm person.
Yeah.
Nice. And we laugh a lot. We can talk. There's a lot of respect, of course, between each other. And, you know, as it goes with the years, you can feel that it gets even stronger.
Yeah.
And I think it's so great. So
I was reading an interesting article a while back concerning relationship, and people think that, you know, the love has different is different. You have different type of love. One that are most often lasting are the ones where there is a kind of friendship as well. Not only extreme love where, you know, you're burning yourself and then there's nothing else afterwards. Here we are friends as well.
We're everything.
Yeah. Business partner in life,
friends, parents.
Yeah.
So I remember when I grew up, my parents also worked together. So they were so they were in a similar situation, 24/7. For them, it was quite different because when there were problems in the business, they would take the problems home, and the relationship would revolve around these problems. And it was really stressful. How do you handle this?
Well,
Not taking the business too much into your home.
We do.
We do.
We do.
We are in a way lucky to have started our business late because we only have one daughter at home. She's grown up now, and of course there is no real limits between our personal life and our business life. And I think it would have been difficult if we would have started earlier.
Yeah.
When the kids were younger.
Yeah.
Now that the kids, you know, are grown up, it's like it's our fourth baby, you know.
Ah, okay.
In a way, you know.
Yeah.
Because the two boys, you know, are out of the house. We only have Letitia with us. And
yeah, it's but sometimes our daughter is saying, "Oh, you are talking too much about, you know, business. Free some time for us."